What up, YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be having a look at the Roccat Power Grid software and the Roccat Kone XTD software for the Kone XTD gaming mouse. I mentioned in a previous video that I possibly would be looking into doing a video about the Power Grid software, but after using it myself, it's that good I cannot pass it up. I cannot not show it you. So basically what this video is going to be is a quick overview of the mouse driver for the mouse, because I don't know if anybody else has bought this mouse and want to have a quick browse through the software before they buy the mouse, or has already got the mouse and want to know what it's capable of. And also then the Power Grid software, which is available for free, and there's the app that goes with it as well. You can see in the bottom left I've got the feed that's coming from my webcam of the my phone, which is what it's installed on. So I suppose we'll just dive right in. I think I'll have a quick look at the mouse software first, and then we can move on to the Power Grid software, which is really cool. But yeah, okay, so on the top left then we've got the main control window, or the tab. This is where you adjust your sensitivity, your vertical scroll speed, horizontal tilt, which is the you can tilt the scroll wheel left and right. Also, there's two buttons on the top of the mouse with plus and minus, which is your DPI switcher. And here you can set there's 5 different settings, and you can customize these to whatever settings you want. So I've just kept them as default for now, as well as your double click speed. So here would be your test, so you can check whether it's fast enough for you, whatever. That's perfect for me. So if we have a look at the button assignment, here you can see all the buttons that you can assign for the mouse, as well as what is it? I think it's button 5. Yep. You'll see something called Easy Shift. Now, Easy Shift is when you hold that Easy Shift button down, it will then do all the buttons or do a different function. So, for example, normally you'd left click with one, which would be here, but if you hold down Quick Shift, it's actually to go backwards in your browser, and the same with the other ones to go forwards, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And these are completely customizable. You can have multiple profiles customized to your every liking. So that's pretty damn cool, as well as a macro manager, which I'll quickly go into. You can record whatever macros on the keyboard, and then you can activate them through the mouse, or you can, I think you can set up so it can actually open programs as well, which is pretty cool. We'll have a look at the advanced control. There's advanced sensitivity. I'm not using this because I don't need that much precision, because I mean, if you're a real sort of heavy gamer, you really would like this to like customize it to how you like to play. But for me, it's not really relevant. This is pretty relevant though. This is really a really good feature. It's a tracking control unit, and when you turn this on, it'll ask you to I might as well go through this. It'll ask you to hit start calibration, and what it does when I click start calibration, I won't touch the mouse at all. What it'll do is it'll take a photograph, or it will scan the surface that it's on, and then determine like all the little bumps and cracks in between us, and then use that information to increase the accuracy of the mouse itself on the surface you're using. And let's just accept the changes. So that can really add some precision into your gaming. That is a really nice feature. As well as this distance control unit. I'm not using it because it's not really relevant for me, but you can actually change it so how high the actual laser underneath the mouse actually detects from. And if you lift your mouse up a lot, you might want to go for extra low, but for me it's not too much of a worry for me. Polling rate is also customizable. I'm not entirely sure what that's for, so if anybody can give me a comment down below, let me know what that's for. The sound feedback, this is for your, when you change DPI, you'll hear a dude read it out to you and things like that. So, and also you can change the volume of that. So if I say change up a DPI setting, you'd hear this.
1600 DPI.
And then also back down as well, and also he gets really excited when you go high up. Look, listen to this.
8200 DPI.
He's excited, you see.
800 DPI.
Oh, 800. He gets really quiet. Anyway, so if we look in the, you could like general settings like your pointer speed and stuff like that. You can factory reset your driver as well if you've changed something and you're not sure what you changed. You can go into that. Color control. This is for the 4 lights that's on the mouse. So if I just put this in front of the webcam, you can see there's 2 lines, and each corner of those there is a light you can customize the color of, which is pretty cool, as well as the adjust light effect, which when it's scrolling through the lights, the colors, you can change whichever one you want. So like heartbeat would flash, like sort of like a boom 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 sort of flash, as well as like fully lighted, blinking, or just flicker on and off and things like that. As well as here, customize in what order the lights come on or all at once, so which is the default setting, and also how fast you want those to, excuse me, how fast you want that those effects to happen, which is pretty cool. They have a RAD, which I'm not sure what it stands for, but it looks like it's a way of looking through your statistics and get little trophies / achievements and things like that, which is a nifty little feature, whatever. To be honest, a lot of people probably wouldn't be interested, but I think it's kind of a nice touch just to have a look through at your averages and what you've been doing, like your average click per hours and stuff like that. So I click a lot per hour by the looks of it. So average per day and stuff. I've only been running this for today, so sort of the last couple of hours maybe, or an hour. So not that much, but I'll even tell you how much distance has been moved. So technically I've been moved 60 meters, which is quite a lot. But anyway, then you've just got the final tab is just your driver support, your firmware downloads, tells you like whether you need a software update for the actual software on the PC as well. So that's the basically the Roccat Cone software for your mouse in a nutshell, really. So I'll move on to the Power Grid software. Now this is available as long as you've got an Android device. I think iOS as well. I'm pretty sure iOS as well. It basically means you can customize, like have like different grids, like this for example, this grid here is all your stats from your PC, and all this will be then read out on the phone itself. So if I quickly show you how to connect, so what you would do, because I've already had mine here that is actually already synced up, but what you would normally do is just hit scan, and then as long as you've got the PC software running, you'd have your address pop up. If not, you can actually enter it manually, so it's not a problem. For me, I'm just going to hit Will's PC because it's already connected, and now you can see all the stats from my PC is now displayed on my phone, which is if you're wondering, it's the Sony Xperia Z1. So pretty damn cool. This is a wicked feature, I think, because most people may not have a second monitor and stuff like that, and they just have their main monitor. Like my girlfriend's only got her main monitor, so something like this would suit her pretty well. And it just lets you know all your different, so like your RAM usage, your CPU usage, like per core as well. So I'm using about 50% because I'm recording at the same time, so 45 load there. Tells you how many programs running as well as it tells you what your internet's been doing, so how much you're uploading, downloading. Also the available drives on your computer, and also another nifty feature with this is when you hit one of these, so say I'll hit my C drive, it'll actually open up on the computer screen, which is a really nice feature. So, and also at the bottom you've got your stopwatch and timer, so say if you wanted to time, for me this is useful if I want to time an episode to see how long an episode's running for, so that's very useful. But yeah, all these grids are all customizable. You can have I think it's up to 6 grids, and then there's 2 extra icons at the end which are there by default, and then you can customize these however you like. So at the moment I've got a few set up. One I've created earlier. Sounds like Blue Peter, doesn't it? What here's one I made earlier. No, copyright. So yeah. Going into then, shall we look at a few of these grid panels? Like, this is a really awesome feature. You sign in, you have to create an account with Roccat, but it allows you to, in return, sync all your Facebook, for example. So here, I've got my Facebook posts. I've got Twitter synced up to this as well. So see if I can find one from a friend of mine. Let's check out Aaron's channel. So Aaron MC182. He's got a YouTube channel. It'll ask you, do you want to open this? You click yes. It'll open it up on your browser and get a 404 error. So that didn't go too well, did it? You get the general gist of it. Anyway, that's my emails. Don't look at that. Actually, I'm going to close that just so I don't have that problem again. But yes, let's try like a Bruce Wayne. He's another Facebook personality. So he's like, you can load up with the picture that you've loaded up and things like that. So it's pretty cool. But yes, so let's go on to the sound control. The sound control is freaking awesome because it allows you to adjust. If you look down here, if I click this, no, not the network. If you click that there, as I turn this down on the PC, it turns the volume down as well. So you have a separate volume control for your whole PC, which is really awesome. And you can adjust the mic volume, separate music and master volumes, as well as play music through this, and also go back up there. Oop dear. As well as it gives you the individual system sounds and media player different, so like what you'd expect in your mixer. So anything that's supported in the mixer for volume control actually shows up here, which is really cool. So a lot of customizability, whatever the word is I'm looking for, which is really cool. But anyway, let's get on to the custom grids now then, shall we? I've created a custom grid here, which I've named my main grid. If I actually clicked, it would help. And if you see here, I've got my a few things I'd set up. So Firefox Chrome, I've got my Technic launcher so I can load up to do videos on CADcraft, for example, and I've got my regular Minecraft launcher. And as you probably figured out, if you hit one of these, so let's hit Minecraft, you'll hear a little click to confirm it, and it'll load up on the PC itself, which is really cool. So it adds a lot of because normally I've got mine set up. I think this icon here, and then I've got it up set up, and it basically just gives you a one click to open up your most used applications, as well as run commands and things like that as well. It doesn't run just as far as opening applications. So that is pretty damn cool. And I might add all this. It does come with like custom ones built in as well. So if I'll open this up in here as well in case you can't see. So I'll but this is one of the preset ones, and it's just a ton of useful Windows 7 things. Like, for example, if you're having trouble with your graphics, there's a direct link here which goes straight to DXDiag, which is a damn useful bit of kit for troubleshooting like problems with games and things like that, which is really useful. So that's cool. But anyway, I'll go on to showing you how to customize these then. So if I go over to click the main grid then, so this is our main grid. And actually I need to go into the editor, that's what I should be. There are different tabs up here, I'll go across these afterward, but yeah, you go into your editor. Now you see I've already set up a few here, just learning the software a bit rather than sounding like a complete spanner going in, I don't know what to do. But which I actually did. I'm redoing this video because the first one was pants. So this is your main control editor window. Here is what you can set like a program to open, or and like size wise and stuff. So if we say let's open, I don't know, where's Audacity? Let's load up Audacity. So let's get it. So when we click the button, it'll actually load up Audacity, and you can see it'll grab the icon itself. Here you can adjust how wide, big, small you want it. So if you want it to be a big button, you can. So for me, I just want an icon like there. Text you can put in. So let's call it fail at typing. Audacity. So you can see it pops up here, and might add all this is completely customizable: bold, italics, color, position, frame size. You have a lot of flexibility, as well as you can have a custom icon or image for it as well as you can set which one you want it, so full square or so round corners or whatever like that. Change the size, so if you want it, say you want 75, it's a bit small, so you click it up and say, oh, I want it a bit bigger. That'll do, about 90, shall we say. Color, background, all that jazz, position, all that same lovely stuff. Not that one, that one. And then click, you can have background colors as well here, so you can have like a blue background. These are like preset backgrounds. Or none at all. So that's just pretty useful. So let's go back just normal grey. As well as you can set a button sound here. You can set whether you want it to play the sound on the computer or the mobile device. So I usually click 1. So once you've done that, you can then choose to save it. So I'll save the current control. I'll save as, and you can set it under which category you want. So see, the last one I did was the Chrome browser. So we can do it under audio software, and then we'll call it obviously Audacity. Click OK, and you see it pops up here in its own little category. So, and then once you've done that, once you've customized it however you like, you can go back and customize it and then resave it as well if you want. And then all you have to do then is, once you've got your grid loaded here, because normally okay, if I'll get rid of that, normally it'd be hardly at this, and you click it and it'll ask you, do you want to create a new grid? You obviously click yes, and it'll come up with the option menu, but I'm just going to add in back in my own one, just so I show you control. I'll show you the options in a sec, but here I'll just I clicked that again, didn't I? So if I go to custom grids, and I'll load in back in the Windows 7 controls, and then just click add to bar, and it'll bring it back down to there. So here, when you click the add new one, you'll be faced with this screen here, and then you can change the name, the size, more customization options. And then to get it onto your custom grid, all you need to do, click and drag, or you can just click this button and it'll just plonk it into the first available space. So once you've done that, literally just hit the save button. It'll ask you to say yes, confirm you saved it, hit apply. Then if you look on the phone in a few seconds, it'll pop up there. So then say, all you have to be able to do then is just hit Audacity. You'll hear the noise, and there we go, there's also Audacity is loaded. So a really useful tool to customize it however you like. So then, what else shall we do? Oh yes, we want to know how to create your new. Oh, actually, I've covered that really to some degree. You can actually you can go do new grids here, or whatever, and customize grids as well. There's the basic built-in ones, as well as your Talk Effects ones. Your Talk Effects is like your the lighting on the mouse and things like that. Also, Talk Effects is bloody brilliant. If you've got a game that supports it, such as World of Warcraft, it'll actually, if your health's getting below a certain level and it's starting to flash, saying red, the mouse will actually flash red as well, which is a really nice touch. It's really cool. So it's maybe not for everybody, but it's a nice touch. It's a nice little thing. So if we could just go back up my main grid again. So I think that's about it. Other than I'll have a quick look at the settings. Here you'd be able to set in like your email settings, or your pop. I haven't got any email set. I can have a quick look at. You can set up like a server, like POP3, whether you want it IMAP or POP3 or whatever. This is so it'll show up if I go back to the incoming center here. All this is to do with that. So Facebook, mine's signed into my Facebook team, Twitter. Same as Skype, or you can sign in as long as you've got Skype running. You can click the sign in, it'll integrate with Skype. I haven't done that yet because I haven't loaded in Skype yet, but you get the general idea. So pretty cool, as well as your general power grid settings. It tells you what your device is connecting, so my Sony Xperia phone, and whether you want your default, you can set like iTunes, Winamp, whatever. I just set Media Player just for ease at the time. And then they've got a bloody brilliant help section as well. It has different tutorials, video tutorials, different insights into different games and stuff. So what you can do with the Power Grid software to match those games, for example. So I shall be going through and having a watch through these. This looks quite interesting, some of this stuff. And then you got your Terms of Use forum and stuff. So if you have any problems, you can just search through and hopefully find out your problems. But yes, I think that's about it. That's a pretty general overview of it. If you want me to go into in-depth any more about anything, then please do let me know in the comments. I wouldn't mind revisiting this because it's some really cool software and stuff, and I'll hopefully be able to show you a bit more once I've customized my own grid and sort of made this more personal to me. Then I can show you a bit more how I use it and how I use it on a daily basis, which I think I'm going to be using. I'm definitely going to be using this on a daily basis because I think this is some really, really good software, and it's totally free. For it is, the app's free. You just go to the Android market or the App Store on iOS. Just search for Power Grid, Roccat Power Grid. You'll find it pretty easily. As well as just go to the Roccat website. I'll see if I can provide a link in the description for ease of access. You can just click it and go to it, whatever. So this is really cool. This is only if you want to obviously buy the mouse, but hopefully I've given you a good insight into that as well, the sort of customizability you get with it. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you very much everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I shall see you next time. And I don't know why I put that voice on. Don't ask me. I don't really know. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye.
That was the coolest.